What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Morning Madness podcast here for our 10th official episode. Finally, after 15 recordings, our 10th episode, as well as our 1-year anniversary, guys. I can't believe it. Our first attempt at recording a 1-year anniversary podcast. How amazing. It is also one of our hosts' birthdays today. I am your host, Victory. Unfortunately, it's not mine. It is our co-host Carlos's birthday today. And we also have TJ here. So we've really encompassed the entire spectrum of ages here today. So.
What? Spectrum of ages.
It's been quite a while since we've been in the studio. We've had a couple difficulties between now and the last time, but we are officially back and very excited to be back because a lot has happened.
Yeah, shit has gone down.
First of all, what have you guys been up to? How are you guys feeling?
Dude,
I haven't seen you guys in a bit.
School, bro.
Actually, I've been seeing you pretty often. I've seen you in the gym every now and then.
Yeah, dude, I'm trying to get back into that and shit, but the later I go, the more people show up, and the more I get pissed off and shit, because I know that everyone's there to try to get better, but the people who go there, like, there's certain things, I don't know, there's certain etiquettes and shit at the gym that are different when it's weights compared to like a heavy bag and stuff like that. Yeah. There's this dude that's there. I'm not gonna say his name because I don't know his name. He's a kickboxer through and through, and he's really good. He's really talented. But he'll kick and punch the heavy bag off of their chains are holding them up, so that by the time he's done, there's only one chain holding it up.
Gotcha.
And so I remember just trying a bunch of times, and he's been there multiple times, that I've gone to maybe teach a couple of friends how to throw a punch and stuff like that, or just try to spar. And he's constant, and he's there, and I kind of think that he just does it just to show off.
I think that is the thing. I think it's like the whole movie thing where the guy punches it so hard it knocks the punching bag off the thing.
And I'm looking at this, I'm like, there's absolutely no benefits that you're getting from hitting the bag with it either on 3 or 4, because when he's on he'll never, and what pisses me off is that he'll never put the bag up. It's all the people who think that they can punch and kick, who end up taking the chains off of the bags and shit, and it just annoys me, and it's just not good gym etiquette and shit. And if he did this at an MMA gym, they fucking they fuck him up for it during sparring sessions.
But there is also an MMA gim not too far from here, I guess. So
yeah, but that one's even weird though. That one's even weird though too, because it's like an exercise MMA
I think
gym.
it's just a thing with this town. It's the people here aren't super exercisey. They're very
no, they are. But they don't want to fight.
They're not. They're not martial arts.
They're not about the smoke. No one is. But
no.
Yeah.
We've had a good run in with the people of this town a lot lately. I've been going out into the town a little bit more because I've been going to the movies pretty often because everything seems to be coming out lately. There's been a movie a month, so I've been trying to go with my girlfriend.
Did you go see? Because we've all seen the Batman, right?
Yes, we all saw the Batman finally, which was nice. Oh, fucking phenomenal movie.
I'm about to go see it maybe for the 4th time next week.
Yeah, I've seen it 4 times.
Or I'll legit wait until it's on. I didn't even know it's gonna come on HBO Max.
It's on HBO Max in I think 10 days.
Ooh.
Okay, then I'm not coming out of my room for a couple of days and shit. I'm gonna have to go through this comb like a fine-tooth fucking comb and shit.
Movies have been interesting for me lately because while I've had a lack of time to do a lot of things that I like, I have really turned back to movies to fill my free time, which has been nice. Particularly with a lot of people in the film program, we get together and do film movie nights or stuff like that. And this month alone, or within the span of a month, I have seen a wide array of movies, good and bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've seen on your Instagram story and shit that new one that you just saw.
Everything Everywhere All the Time.
Incredible film.
The advertising didn't quite get me. It felt a bit too hectic. But
yes.
is it worth the watch?
It's worth
Here's the thing about that, because of the trailer and shit, I thought the exact same thing. I'm like, there's a lot going on, and I feel like it's gonna be a little bit too much. The one thing I will say about this movie is that that A24, whoever the production company.
It's an A24 film.
Yeah,
so small budget.
It's 24 million. Yeah,
it's 24 million small.
$24 million dollars.
I would consider.
I mean,
that.
compared to.
I mean, I know this
Based
sounds
on
like
the
a,
effects I've seen from the
250 million.
trailer, I would imagine that's pretty.
There's
low.
I was
only
gonna say a lot.
7 visual effects artists on the entire film.
really for the amount of shit that they were pulling off though. Even in the trailer, it sounded fucking like.
Yeah.
It's better than the 7 companies they used at the beginning of. I watched Willy's Wonderland the other day. And that thing has so many opening.
No, that doesn't
credits.
sound like a. What's it? That doesn't sound. Oh, Willie's one. Okay, gotcha. The one with Nick Cage, right?
Yeah.
I've been on a Nick Cage marathon.
Oh my god,
man.
bro! I can't do that once. Like, why is it that every Nicolas Cage film, there's always like one like. There's always like a sex. There's always a fucking sex scene for almost like every single film that he's in. Every single one.
No, you're right.
Except for Ghost Rider.
And National Treasure.
No, he has sex with the Declaration of Independence in National Treasure.
And he has sex
I
with the
vividly
bike.
remember that. He does it twice.
Johnny Blaze is just fucking the shit out of a fucking Harley and shit.
I'm preparing for the Nicolas Cage movie that's about to come
Yes.
out.
That one
Everybody,
doesn't look too bad.
what is it? The unwavering expectation of being famous, or something like
The
that.
unexpected
The
wavering talent.
unbearable weight of massive talent.
There we go.
So it's
we
just
gave we
based-
gave 3 different titles that all said the same
It's
thing.
the weirdest fucking thing, though, isn't it? Because
He's
like
actually playing himself.
It's just a
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage
It's
biography.
just,
like,
yeah, it's
which
just
is-
fucking weird.
In the GQ interview, he said he didn't want to play himself. I think he wanted to get an actor to play him.
Interesting.
But
That's
then they
even
insisted
more
that he
fucking
did it
self-
because nobody else could play Nicolas Cage. I mean,
Nick
John
Cage-
Travolta's done it, but
Nick Cage is just the new fucking Jim Carrey and shit.
they're not far off in the
Yeah.
weird category.
As far as like the weird spectrum, homie, like those dudes are vibing.
I mean,
and shit.
he'll definitely he might be able to fill that space a little bit now that Jim Carrey's talking about retiring.
You better not.
He's what was it?
Let the man, you know.
He was doing the
smell his
Sonic 2
flowers
run.
and
He was
shit.
saying that
We
he's
need
finally
Sonic
done.
3.
What, apparently, from what I was reading,
Do a Sonic
from-
Unleashed movie. I'm about to go see Sonic 2 tonight in theaters, so that'll be
Who plays
interesting.
Tails in the new one?
She's a really good voice.
She's
actor. I know her from
she's
something.
played.
Is it Tara?
No, she's played Tails before. I forget her name.
I was gonna say because isn't Tara Patrick the original voice actor for her? Right?
I think so.
She's been like she's been in all of our freaking childhoods and shit.
Mhm.
It's crazy. Such range.
I saw the greatest film of all time.
If you say what I think you're gonna
Morbius.
say,
Yes.
can't
Dude.
Will Smith the shit.
The best movie of all time.
I can't.
I've never seen you have that much to say in like such short amount of words and shit. And I'm like, this dude's like legit mad right now.
I don't think I've ever seen Carlos say not to watch a movie before.
Yeah, I've never seen you give a one, like even half a star before.
It
and
was.
shit.
It wasn't even like. I only did that so it could like exist on my rating. Like, I would give it negative stars.
I think everyone would.
It wasn't. Jared Leto didn't do a bad performance.
No, he wasn't
I felt
the worst
like.
part of
He
the
was,
movie.
He was.
But where does he rank on the top worst shit? Because you guys heard about the whole. It took 45 minutes for him to fucking go to the
Well,
bathroom
that's
because
just
he
that,
wanted to
that
stay
just
in
means he's a
character or some
shitty
shit.
person.
Well, yeah, Jared Leto's not a cool guy. He does have that whole cult thing that he runs.
Also,
where
I didn't know he was the fucking lead singer for 30 Seconds to Mars.
he is.
Kings and
didn't know
Queens.
that?
That's Homeboy. That's Homeboy. I didn't know that. That's fucking weird to think about, isn't it?
Jared Leto is the lead singer for 30 Seconds to
Horrible
Mars.
Joker and was the lead singer of 30 Seconds to
Yeah.
Mars. He was the original dude to do it. So that song Kings and Queens, yeah, that's Jared Leto.
I'm very surprised you didn't know that.
Because Jared Leto's a fucking nobody.
I mean, he obviously always looked like he could.
He did
be
play
it, but-
Mr. Nobody in a film called Mr. Nobody.
I fucking hate that you know that.
It's a really good movie.
Jared
actually.
Leto's large discography, where like Jared Leto has great movies outside of his superhero ones.
I
mean-
think, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I just don't think that he. I
He just
think
doesn't
he
get
just
good
stopped
writers for
doing
the
that.
superhero ones. I think if he was given good direction, he could genuinely do it. His passion is what makes his characters interesting.
what's
just
weird?
people don't write them right.
Now thinking about it, Jared Leto is now a part of Marvel and DC, who are the largest comic book publishers in the whole entire world, and he manages to piss off both of their fan bases
Well, and not only that,
with not horrible performances, but under par.
you know what's funny? I actually, if Morbius was handled differently, or if he didn't have his own fucking movie, maybe if he was just a side character in another film, I would tolerate it, because actually, Jared Leto didn't do a terrible job. Like, he was actually a pretty good, from what I know about Morbius, he was a pretty good Morbius. but I can't defend anything in this movie because, one, it shouldn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
Two, nobody cares. When we came out of the theater, my friend was like, I don't know how it is in the comics. I'm like, no one does. No one fucking cares about Morbius.
It's not that far off. It's just they had to make that interesting, and they chose the wrong plot point. There is, going into it, besides seeing the trailer shot of an obviously high build actor, like where he's strutting down the train, right? Then, of course, I know that he's going to be the bad guy. But going into this, when I first heard they were making a Morbius movie, I never thought I was going to see a vampire on vampire movie. I thought I was going to see a vampire coping with the effects of becoming a vampire for the first time.
No.
Because the whole crux of Morbius's character is how much he hates the fact that he has to drink blood. Yeah. And so he's not that evil. He just has to feed.
Yeah, true. And he's, probably in the film, it probably shows him, like, trying to figure out a way to,
He will make a great side character in Blade.
Yeah.
I was hoping, and here's the thing, though, too, that I feel like they knew that they were going to, with the amount of setbacks and the reshoots and shit that they were going through, though, too, all the delays, I think that because of all of that, it fucked up their opportunities to have Blade in that universe and shit. Regardless of whether it's going to be a Sony or Marvel or a Marvel thing though too, that door can now forever be closed and shit. Unless they decide to do something funny in Blade and they fucking just showed Jared Leto's severed head and shit. And
you know what would be funny?
He's killed off.
I would love for at the last episode of Moon Knight, Blade shows up and he just kills Jared Leto, not Morbius, just Jared Leto. Like he just like
fucking murders
some Jared Leto. No, but I feel like I agree. I feel like they're just wanting. They just make this movie. Sony treats movies like so disposable, because in essence that movie is such a waste of money, because there's no reason Morbius needs his own movie in that sense if they're just setting him up to be a Sinister Six villain.
Yeah.
You don't need to do that. He's not Venom. He's not, not even, I don't even want a movie for Vulture or Doc Ock. I don't want movies for these individual characters because I don't want to care about these characters that way. What are they trying to do?
They're the villains.
They're
not supposed to be a redeeming quality and shit. You look at the comic books, they're all 6 of those dudes some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And so I feel like this whole, we're going to make movies for these characters, and the next one is Kraven, and now I'm like,
why?
Now I'm just like...
See, and here's the thing, though, too, and it also has a thing to do with, who was directing it, whoever that dude was.
Avi Arad, the guy who's responsible for Spider-Man 3's worst disasters.
Yeah, Avi Arad. Literally, Satan himself.
He is Spider-Man's worst nightmare.
There's a director.
Avi Arad is the
Sinister
Six
to Morbius. He did not direct the film. Sony directed the movie.
He's like, we should do this for the film.
He just said, can we put Venom in it? They said no, and he said, can we put Venom in it next time? And they said, if this one does well.
And it's doing well.
Can I have a No, it's not.
It made all of its money back.
Morbius?
Yes.
Unbelievable.
For 2 weeks straight.
Carlos, they used so much CGI to slow down the fight so you could see what was happening
and
for
I
a
still
few
couldn't
seconds.
see what was happening.
I couldn't be that. I couldn't, because...
There was so much, slow-mo, but then whenever it was slow-mo to focus on something, there'd be these weird, streaky shit in
I have a hot take, real quick. I really do feel like American choreographers and shit like that, like whoever's directing fight scenes and shit, I don't think that they're here in the United States.
We need to get those Shang-Chi people back. Yeah.
Shang-Chi.
The Raid 2, yeah.
Yeah, no, and I just finished the Raid 2. Oh my God, Tony Jaa and his fucking brother that's in the... Dude, their fucking Muay Thai was just... Honestly, and I was watching the Raid as well. I was texting you about Morbius and shit, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I was geeking out at how good the fucking quality was, how good, every position that in that movie that they were fighting is, yes, some of them were kind of fucking ridiculous, but as far as like realistic fucking fighting and shit, that's the most real that we're going to get. And the fact that they kind of went the superhero route and the super villain route and almost made, you guys seen the Raid too. Remember that the very last scene with the one guy and shit, he just decides to take on the two. Oh my! And the fight scene with the captain though too. Oh my God, bro!
Gotcha, so we were talking about different parts.
no, I'm talking about both of them. But yeah, dude, I finished that for the first time because I watched it a couple years ago, but could just never get I could never get past that part where they're just about to like have the shit go down.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, so good.
I think there's an homage in Sifu, right? Is there an homage to one of the raid scenes?
I mean, dude, honestly, you can argue that all of those, like any scene from Sifu, was inspired by X amount of.
I think like each level it has like a different reference or something like that.
Sifu, I really want to play because I saw the Daredevil mod, and I'm like,
it's so cool. The only thing is, it's Epic Games exclusive, and it really makes me not want to buy it. It's an Epic Games exclusive. Epic Games Store has exclusive PC access for some reason. And it's not that I dislike the Epic Games Store. It's just I never buy things on the Epic Games Store. That's where my free library is.
They have some good deals, though.
They do, but I feel like Humble Bundle can give you the same thing
every month.
Ooh, $10 off of a $60 game.
Hey, that's $10 off V-Bucks. That's 10% off V-Bucks a month.
Buy a V-Buck.
Oh, it doesn't? That's bullshit.
That's how I got Arkham Knight for $3.
That's actually pretty.
Wait, hold up. You got Game Pass and you paid for Arkham Knight?
No, this was before I got Game Pass.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Because I just got 3 months of Game Pass.
I prefer PlayStation Platinum, honestly. I'm a fan of PlayStation Platinum. Actually, as a matter of fact, I haven't even looked at PlayStation's new subscription service because I know it's
there's
strange.
like 3 different tiers you can pay for.
They've locked emulation for PS3 games, which we've already been able to do on the PS4 behind their highest subscription tier. And they also didn't offer to do PS2 or PS1 emulation besides the ones that are already in PS Now.
Yeah.
They have the hardware capabilities to do backwards compatibility, and they've had it for a while because Xbox can do it.
Yeah.
It is the only thing stopping PlayStation from literally overtaking I feel like Xbox is in a really strange place because of their naming conventions has really fucked their marketing.
Yeah.
Because it took me like 6 months to figure out the difference between their 2 latest consoles.
Huh?
Yeah, the X and the S.
It took you a month. What's so different about them?
If I'm correct, they're both the next gen consoles, right? Okay. One of them is just a HD 60 FPS, and one is a higher resolution.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. I was under the belief because the S came out between the X, didn't it? Like it came out in a weird middle point.
Yeah, because the Xbox One S got released.
That's the part that upsets me.
It's
the
Xbox
it was the One S and then the Xbox S
Series S. Yeah.
See, if they could just rename it, I think I did a tweet about this that's sitting in my drafts, or I tweeted it, where I talked about how if Xbox just named it by 360s all the way up, the number might be stupid, but at least it's easier to track.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Definitely.
I want to jump back to Morbius one more thing before I forget, because
and then we'll actually move on to a good movie.
This movie felt like it had the potential to be good, and the moment when he's first testing out his echolocation abilities, that scene is probably the strongest bit of work in the movie, showing off the visual effects for his hearing and all that.
It didn't look that bad.
And then they used it to make him, and then even when he's leaping right after that doesn't look bad until they start upping the wispy effects at the end. I also think that based on the trailer we had before the movie came out and based on the end credits scene we got, I think the entire purpose of the reshoots was to change a good majority of the plot of the movie, or at least the plot of Vulture. I think the reshoots were mostly just to move him to the end of the movie to set up the Sinister Six.
So, fun fact, the movie was in the can last year.
Really?
Yeah. The movie, when it got delayed to April, people thought, oh, maybe there's time for more reshoots because of No Way Home. That's what I thought, too. No, it was locked up, ready to go in December, which leads me to believe that they don't know, they don't even know what they have. Sony has, essentially, even though they share with Marvel Studios, the exclusive movie rights for Spider-Man, and yet they don't fucking put him anywhere. They don't reference him anywhere.
Not even because they reference him and shit, because they Tom Holland is owned by the mouse.
Right, but that doesn't mean they can't use Spider-Man's name.
True, but
they don't know what universe they're in now.
Exactly though too. And I think then one of the things that we talked about a couple months ago, me and Carlos did for No Way Home, was that this sets yes, this was good, this is great, but now this puts Sony in a really weird, bad spot because now they have to outdo that. and they had to have
a normal guy.
Yes, exactly.
And I also normal man.
And I also don't. Trying to think. Sony just has a really big reputation for trying to make audiences care about characters we just genuinely don't care for and shit. They try so hard, but then like it's almost as if it's our fault. I don't know. I'm kind of just
you know what the biggest Easter egg in Morbius was?
Wasn't it an actual Easter egg?
It was an actual Easter.
Yeah. It's just a.
They open a Daily Bugle newspaper in the top right corner.
Oh yeah,
it
the
says,
rhino thing.
It says chameleon escapes, and I'm like, is that your biggest Easter egg? The fucking chameleon? And
might as well put fucking Big Wheel in there.
Right next to it, it says rhino, and I'm like, oh, we get a rhino reference? No. It was like an actual rhino from a zoo.
Yeah.
It wasn't even the rhino. It was a rhino.
I think that shows up twice in the newspaper, but like 3 months apart.
I do have one super big gripe that I saw that IGN pointed out really big. In the trailer, they have that scene with Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, and it's labeled murder and shit. There's nothing about any of that besides that. It's just there just to be there and shit.
As a matter of fact, did you see or did you know that the director came out on Twitter about the Morbius having the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man
I have thoughts about
and
that.
said he had no idea it was put in there.
I think he did because
it was
I doubt it. I doubt he knew they did that, and he probably watched the trailer and was like, "What the fuck."
And here's the reason why. Here's the reason why I say that. You know, he for as bad as this movie did, I think that Homemade was just trying to distance himself as much as possible. If it was something super small like that though too, I mean fuck, you don't want to be known as the fucking guy who fucked up the vampire movie and shit.
I mean, he's already I don't understand why he's been given this many chances, because did he direct Venom 1? But he directed Venom 2. No, he was involved.
This guy is an unknown. He's never directed a superhero movie before. One of his last credits was Safe House with Ryan Reynolds and Denzel.
Got you. So he's just the guy who sits on set at Sony and tells them to throw Venom into movies.
Is he the guy that keeps asking for Venom? He's like, "Can we have Venom?"
He was the guy who pushed for Venom in the movie.
He wanted Venom in the movie, and they said, "No, you can't put Venom in the movie." And he's like, "Why? You guys own him." And they're like, it makes no sense. And he's like, but aren't we trying to get him into New York to meet Spider-Man? And they're like, well, we don't. They basically told him we don't know which Spider-Man exists in this universe.
And they chose the worst of the 3 to pick for the trailer because it's the one that would be the hardest to explain.
Yeah, it told me what's Sam Raimi's and shit.
But it wasn't even actually Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. It was a screenshot from PS4.
Oh, really?
What?
They took a screenshot from Spider-Man PS4.
That is unbelievable. I thought it was literally ripped from the Spider-Man 2 cover.
We're about to go find out where this dude fucking lives and shit. I'm about to go smack him with the biggest dick I can find.
I feel like
that's actually really fucking. That actually pisses me off and shit. That's just them fucking biting off the hard works of Sony.
They own the game.
Yeah, but still the. That's really fuck that, dude.
Yeah. And so I feel
that actually disgusts me a lot because. Yeah, they own it, but video games and shit, those are even more people and shit working on whatever, and you just
ripped their asses.
Yeah, you just ripped their asses off. I hope you fucking at least gave them a little bit of something, you cuck.
I mean, they are the same company.
Well, and the fact that Sony's advertising this movie with Spider-Man with a thing that says murder on it means that they're trying to reference Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Because that was the whole Mysterio thing.
Gotcha.
So, and people were like, well, why the fuck is it Tobey Spider-Man? Why is it PS4 Spider-Man? What is happening? And people were excited thinking, oh, maybe we'll get an actual cameo reference. No, all we get is a shitty CGI vulture come in at the end. And he's not even voiced by Michael Keaton. It's not even voiced. It's not even his voice. It's some dude
trying. Was kind of rushed too.
It was so bad. He doesn't even take his mask off because Michael Keaton wasn't there, and he's like, "Quote: This is a word for word quote. I don't know how I got here, but I think it's pretty good. Must have something to do with Spider-Man. I'm thinking you and me, people like us, we should team up."
It was so.
That's the fucking end credit scene.
I have the voice note of me watching that end credit scene in the theaters for the first time, and you could hear the disappointment.
I literally, like, the movie ended and it was already, like, bad enough, and, like, I was goofing off with my friends, and we're just there, and I'm like, well, I know there's a post-credits coming, and it happens, and I start getting, like, angry. Like, I start getting, like, physically angry, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? So then the first post-credit scene happens, and I go, okay, fuck this, I'm leaving. So I get up and I start leaving, and then the second one starts, and I'm like, might as well stay. And so I'm just standing there in the stairway watching this post-credit scene. The second it ends, I run out of the theater. I'm like, fuck this shit.
Dude, I do not blame you in the slightest.
Dude, I
There
feel
were
like
two Bat movies, and I guess they couldn't both be good.
Nope, they could not be good. They can only be one Bat.
But I redeemed myself because next week one of my friends hadn't seen the first Sonic movie, and we were like, well, because we were planning on maybe going next Tuesday to go see it, and they're like, well, we should go over to his place and watch it. So we did. Great time. First Sonic, very lovable movie. It's not great, but it's fun. You know, definitely more for kids than, you know, adults, but it has enough to keep you interested. And then we were like, man, that was great. My friend's like, oh man, now I want to watch number 2. And I was like, it's Thursday night. There's a showing in 10 minutes. Do you want to go? And he was like, let's fucking go. Got in the car, went to the theater, and watched Sonic 2. Literally just us 3 in the theater.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
Oh, right, here.
Yeah.
I remember I was worried about booking my tickets for Morbius, and I was like, wow, there's only 4 seats booked. This is so lucky.
Yeah.
And none of them are the luxury ones. And so I took the luxury seats, and then I checked the seating again before we got in there, and it didn't change.
Yeah,
it was
no.
just 6 people in the theater.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It was us 3, and then some 3 dudes ended up walking in, like, into the back corner.
They did not have tickets. They just snuck
They just
in.
probably just walked in. But it was great. Loved it. It was, like, a solid 8 out of 10.
How does it compare to the first movie?
Oh, miles ahead of the first one.
Sonic is in the same boat as Kirby for me. I just don't care about either of them. I know a lot about them than I should know about.
It is really connected to my childhood, more than I've given it credit. I didn't realize. But, so I guess let's really quickly lightly touch on Batman, because we do owe it to the people, and then we'll jump on to we'll jump on to the few events.
What
that have
can
occurred
I
in the last
say
few weeks.
more about this
Batman.
amazing movie?
I think Robert Pattinson's got himself locked into a good little career here.
If
If
you
DC
think that-
gets their shit together.
If you think that Christian Bale is better than Robert Pattinson, you are smoking crack and black tar heroin at the exact same time. And if you haven't seen this movie, you need to go see it. I don't want to hear about, just wait until it comes on HBO Max. No, shut the fuck
theater
up.
really helped at with just
Exactly.
feeling the rumble of the speakers was
The
really
Batman is one of those movies one of those perfect movies that comes out every now or so years.
Yeah.
And I think it's the best superhero film of this year and shit. And even if it came out last year, it would have been leaps and bounds better than Spider-Man.
interesting. I could see that.
It is leaps and bounds better than Spider-Man.
Do you guys think that DC? I guess what's the best way to put this? Did you guys know that DC is looking at halting their work on the Flash due to
Good. Ezra Miller's a
Miller's
fucking
getting
piece
arrested?
of shit. You're
Yeah,
a fucking
good.
you're a hoe, bro.
So do you think that means that they might try to just push their? I know they've been trying to do big reworks to the DCEU, obviously replacing Henry Cavill's Superman with Supergirl.
As of right
replacing
now,
their Batman with Michael Keaton to move him out of the frame and make room for Batgirl as well.
Michael Keaton.
Batman.
Yeah. Michael Keaton is coming back because he was supposed to be in The Flash.
So he's supposed to take the new Batman role after the Flashpoint.
But which Batman though?
He's Batman. He's taking like Ben Affleck's position.
He's gonna be Batman,
And he's
and
gonna
then he's gonna retire, and then Batgirl is gonna come in. She has
interesting.
She has her own
It's an
show on
interesting
HBO
setup.
Max.
It's just
Interesting.
they're going very fast through these things.
Yes, but yeah, I think if there every
The
project that's
Batman
related,
gives them the out that they need to jump onto a good timeline.
yeah, it does, and there's a bunch of talks about the Penguin getting his own HBO show, HBO Max. Colin Farrell, my God, bro.
Yeah.
Everyone in that fucking movie. Also, you know what's a weird thing about that movie? I realized all of the super correct people and stuff in that movie that end up they're all comedians. Every single one of those actors and shit.
Really?
All the victims and shit, those are all like the dude, like the lawyer and shit that got the collar wrapped around him. He's a comedian. I've seen him in multiple movies. The fat guy that ended up having the mouse trap on top of him, he's another comedian and shit. So these are all very genuinely funny people from better movies that are playing super corrupt people.
So you tell me the Riddler was killing jokes.
Oh no, Riddler was killing it. Like that guy too. And yes, it wasn't. You're getting the head nod from me now. But yeah, and guy, it was like, if you haven't seen this movie, just go fucking watch it. What are you doing for life? Go watch it 5 times in a row.
You know, the fact that Warner Brothers isn't like understanding what is good and what is the difference between good and success, but also merging the two. Their 2 most successful movies have been Joker and now the Batman. And they are both.
I'll let you go.
They are both independent storylines. They don't rely on some kind of connected universe or timeline. They don't rely on setting something up like a big team up or something like that, because DC does not need to do the Marvel thing.
No.
DC doesn't need to do that shit. The only thing from the DCEU that I care about is Shazam, because they've done such a good job with Shazam. It's so much fun. And you can tell the people behind it actually care about that story.
Yep.
Aquaman is mid. I hate the movie, but I get why people would like it.
Can I say this about Jason Momoa? They need to stop, casting him and shit.
I don't think he's that bad of an actor. I think Aquaman is just poorly written.
I think the
jokes in Aquaman just don't land very well.
I think they're trying super hard. For me, what they're trying to do with Jason Momoa, they're trying too much to make him The Rock and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that.
And from if we're going to go with this from a cultural perspective and shit, it's almost like they're putting them they're
typecasting both of those.
Yeah. They're typecasting and shit. Dudes. Exactly. And The Rock has a lot of range and shit. Obviously, we don't know what, so he can take on serious roles and stuff like that. And I don't doubt it.
Can he?
Yeah, I think he can.
We're about to find out.
I don't know, because there's I can't remember which one it was, but his son is indebted to these drug dealers and shit, and so in order for him to get his son out of jail, for the drug dealers to bail him out of jail with the amount of money and
stuff. Is that the one where he jumps across the burning skyscraper?
No. Not that one.
He jumps across
the improbable
burning bridge. This is the one where he jumps off the helicopter onto the breaking building.
Funny enough, this is all before he started jumping off of shit. This one is actually really grounded and shit. There's not a lot of action scenes. There's
faster?
Potentially. No, it's not faster. It was a different one.
Okay.
Because Faster had Nick Cage in it too.
Across
Remember
the boats in the jungle?
Nope, there was. I mean, there is a white woman in this one, but they're not on a boat.
Is he in a jungle at any point in the movie?
There's no jungle. That
doesn't narrow it down.
I mean, there's a concrete jungle, but yeah. So I think
Rampage.
Dude, to be quite honest, I really want to give that movie a try.
It's not bad. It's pretty good for an arcade machine game movie. We actually can see a Rampage machine outside of our window.
But if it's not the GameCube version, I don't want to talk about it.
If there's any wrestler who can do serious roles, it's Dave Bautista.
John Cena's done a pretty good job with Peacemaker.
Yeah, John Cena's been good. I just feel like John Cena is very niche. He has to have those roles. But Dave Bautista is genuinely a good actor, and it's because he's the only wrestler to come out of wrestling and actually take dramatic acting classes. And that's
Dave always wanted to be an actor though too. The reason, one of the biggest reasons and shit why he was so good in WWE and shit is because he knew how to grasp audiences. It's just that at the end of the day, you still have to fucking wrestle and shit. Yeah. And he does not like it anymore.
I feel like it. I really want him to be a leading man, and he tried to do it in Army of the Dead, but that movie's just.
It's a little hard to be the lead actor and have it taken seriously when there's a bunch of people in makeup chasing you with you in a fake gun and shit.
And I feel like
him in Blade Runner though.
Blade Runner, he's great.
Oh my god.
Blade Runner is the one that made me realize okay, yeah, he's not just the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy. He's an actual performer. And I was a little sad that he wasn't in Dune too much, but
he was in Dune.
He's in Dune. I think he has 10 minutes of screen time.
But is he at least fighting and shit?
Not yet. They're setting him up to be a major kind of mini boss because he's like basically the right-hand man to the main antagonist.
I still need to. I haven't watched Dune yet.
It's good.
I would wait till the second one's close to coming out.
No, just watch it.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm waiting till the second one's close
It's
to
on
coming
HBO
out.
Max though, right?
Because if I've heard
just need to
correctly, the ending is not satisfying. And to be fair, I can't watch it because my girlfriend told me to wait till she reads the book. So
Okay, that's a different reason.
Yeah.
I can get behind that about like reading the book. I want to finish the book. The book is dense.
I've looked at the size of it, and it's been a long time since I've read a book that big. I think
read.
I used to read all the time in middle school. It's just there's no time, and also a lot of the authors I read as a kid suck when you really read their writing.
James Patterson.
J.K. Rowling is kind of rough around the edges in terms of plot and characterization.
Yeah, but she can write dialogue like a motherfucker.
Yeah, she can dialogue fine. But whoever wrote the Warriors, yeah, she's still kind of a and whoever wrote the Warriors series, Aaron Hunter, not the best in terms of writing, but if you just let yourself go, like brain wise, you can make that shit so entertaining.
I just books don't do the same for me as like movies and shit, and obviously because they're different things and shit and whatever. But like,
you know what you might need?
So
TJ?
much. There's just so much. I don't know.
You might need an. That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
I was like, oh shit, we making it.
We'll censor that, but it was worth it for the joke.
Oh yeah, it was.
You know what I wanna talk about? Will Smith.
All right. So it's been a couple
we
weeks.
wanted to wait to talk about this because we wanted to see what the backlash for the event would be so that we could get the full scope of things. What we did not expect was for every single news company ever to start releasing every single possible article about their relationship.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I guess we start from the top.
What's it called? I don't know if we start at the top and shit, but because like by now everyone knows what's going on.
Everyone
and shit,
knows
the facts
slap
and stuff.
So as a comedian and as a hired entertainment, which by the way he didn't write the joke, was confirmed. The two writers of the joke came out on Twitter and publicly apologized. Okay.
They apologized?
Yes.
Yeah, you
to
didn't see
Jada.
that? Will Smith came up and slapped them both on Twitter,
Yeah.
Twitter Live.
No, so as a comedian, as an entertainer, it is his job to read the words, be funny, and leave, right? Now, when you're in that position, obviously, you're not going to please everyone. There's going to be jokes, there's going to be comments that are deemed offensive. And I'm not defending what Chris Rock said, because the joke itself is insensitive. There's no way, because when you take it, we don't know if he knew that she had that condition. I didn't know that she had that condition. Most of my friends didn't know. So we just thought it was
a choice.
a choice or
like a hairstyle, because like now in Hollywood, like the cool thing is like buzzing the hair and shit. Like
Well, I've seen people with that look.
Well, it's like it's not even like women don't look beautiful like that nowadays anyway.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
They look, we've shown that if you keep it well kept, you look great.
Yeah.
And
she looked great that night.
I can see. I can see why the joke would be insensitive to her, but as a comedian, it is his place, his right to say that, move on, and if she's offended by it, he can apologize at any point. He can publicly come forward and say, "Hey, Jada, I'm sorry that this joke was offensive to you. I didn't know this." But the fact that Will Smith came up and slapped the shit out of him,
Right.
now it turns it on Will Smith. Now it's all about him. Now no one cares about what Chris Rock said, and no one cares the fact that Chris Rock had all the power there. He had literally all the power in front of him. Now Will Smith made it about himself and his relationship with Jada.
Mm-hmm. And as a result, that's all anybody's talked about. It overshadowed the fact that the Oscars were a complete and total shit show in terms of their award.
Well, it also overshadowed the fact that there were actually some good things that happened at the Oscars too.
There's a lot of awards and shit that were
really
given
good,
out to people of
but
color,
also some
shit.
really bad.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. But and here's the thing that would kind of piss me off though too, and for all the people defending Will Smith and shit, and I do not care what's because I sound this firmly and shit. He's a comedian. His job is to make people laugh. Was the joke bad? Yes, it was a lowball fucking joke. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, it's a fucking joke.
I actually don't think it's a low blow.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a low blow at all, especially if you know the context that he doesn't know the context.
But like, even like the thing is, like, fucking, she's bald and shit. It's a low ball joke because it's too easy.
But she's worn short hair before, so that you would be inclined to think that even if it was like Jamie Lee Curtis wears short hair by choice.
Yes, but
you could have made the same joke to her.
Yes, exactly. But like, it's a low ball joke because it's too easy to
Actually,
fucking.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Jamie Lee Curtis in a G.I. Jane movie.
Like the fact that he made the G.I. Jane joke and shit. Like, that's, how fucking old that movie is. Half of the people in this fucking world from like after fucking 2002 have no fucking recollection of, no fucking care about it.
I did
but
not
the
know
fact
there was a
that
G.I. Jane movie.
Way back when and shit.
Really
like,
good movie.
Really?
Is it like it was
more
90s or early 2000s?
90s, I think.
Yeah. So, in the fact that Will Smith being significantly taller and bigger than Chris Rock, that makes you more of a bitch, bro. Because you went up to another man doing his job in the middle of a very crowded room, assaulted him, and went back. Let's not act like he did this and shit for his wife, because he was laughing at the joke. He was only up until that his wife looked at him with, "You're gonna let him talk to me like that and shit." That and like, ooh, fucking Jada. Jada's a fucking witch. I'm fucking guaranteeing it. She's manipulated that man throughout the entire fucking relationships and shit. And you let I don't care if you have open relationship, that's you guys' thing. But here's another thing that people don't know, that are overlooking it. These guys have been transparent about their relationship and everything that's been going on the internet for about 4 or 5 years now. You cannot go onto your podcast and say, "Oh, I don't care what people think. I'm proud to be it." Where was that? Where was that? There wasn't. You got publicly, you got made fun of, you got butthurt, and then you sit your husband and do your fucking duty work. You are
after he laughed at the joke.
Exactly. Jada fucking Smith, you are a fucking coward in every sense of the fucking word.
It's just really interesting to me that, like, you can actually see like where he like snapped, and you realize it wasn't even for. To me, the way it looked, it's not even like for her or just for him. It's literally because he's so insecure and so, shattered by everything that's going on. The fact that he can't have a normal relationship, or, he can't be happy with his wife. So he's like, you know what? And this whole thing with, he wins an Oscar, and one of the first things he says is, "I want to be a vessel of love." Homeboy, you just fucking assaulted a man on live TV.
And the fact that he used
Carlos, Chris Rock likes being slapped in the face. Have you seen that Twitter post where it was like,
"No, I'm not on Twitter."
Fair enough. Good power to you.
Yeah.
It's a Twitter.
There's too much cesspool
like
for
my
Twitter
mom.
and
It's like
shit.
my mom. There was a bunch of threads going around like people who's like, my parents pulled out these photos. Oh, I used to date this person. Right? There's this person who's like it's a text message with their mom, and their mom goes, "Oh, I guess I'm in trouble too because I've slapped Chris Rock before." And she goes, "What?" And she goes, and there's like cropped in the bottom. And goes, "Let's just say some man can't come without being slapped in the face."
Oh my god!
I also
so
really love
on
that
Twitter. People were wondering if he got off on it.
No one is talking about the fact that 3 women at the beginning of the show were blatantly joking about sexually assaulting men, and then proceeded to grope and manhandle 3 actors on stage, including Jason Momoa, Josh Brolin, and I forget who else.
So it's all the really big people and all the strong guys.
Is Josh Brolin still big?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, is Deadpool 3 being worked on?
No, he's just naturally. He's just naturally.
Oh, he stays that big.
Yeah, bro. Like that's his natural. Like,
I would never.
Yeah.
What you did, bro? That's all natural and shit. He
was bigger for Cable than he was for Thanos.
Yeah, exactly. But like he's homies built.
How old is this guy? Because his hair is pure
50s.
white.
What's early 50s?
Oh, okay. So he's not as old as I thought.
No.
He just went gray
60s
fast.
is when you're like you'll start seeing like maybe he gets a little bit smaller and shit. But that's if though he's naturally built. But funny that you bring that up, because you mentioned it because we talked about Jason Momoa and shit. The only reason why they fucking got away with that is because they were big. Because if they would have done anything back or said anything back, then it comes back on them. And shit.
Yeah, and it was just really uncomfortable, and just the whole show in general was just a cesspool, and it was just such a disgrace for what, because the Oscars used to be not just representing class, but it's supposed to represent the best of that medium, and now all it's doing is just catering to the masses which they think is the solution because their ratings are dropping. No, ratings dropping does not mean it's an unsuccessful show, because that means the people watching, the people who actually care about stuff going on. Yeah, obviously the masses, 80% of people in the world aren't going to watch every single movie that's nominated for Best Picture, but that's okay. Those movies aren't for them. If the movies, you know, if you
anything,
watch it and it's
this
not
gives
for you,
people watching at home a more of a reason to watch these.
Exactly.
That's exactly what it is. Award shows are nothing but
They do that shit on the Oscars. It's like the top 5 fan favorite movies of the year, and all it is just and it's we took to Twitter and fans shared a hashtag top 5 favorite, and what fucking wins but a Zack Snyder movie, because Snyder fans openly admitted to creating Twitter accounts that would share the hashtag 10,000 times an hour.
It's the old BTS fan strategy. Let's go.
And then the Cinderella
in there
with Camila Cabello fucking gets number 3.
Let me tell you,
and Spider-Man gets 4, and I'm like, what?
There's not
the AMAs was the only time I have ever set up a macro on my computer. It was the first time BTS was nominated for the AMAs in Vegas.
But BTS and Zack Snyder are different because BTS is actually talented. Fuck you, Zach.
That was my first review of the Batman. I just wrote, fuck you, Zack Snyder.
What's it called? Granted.
Zack Snyder's got, but they did get they get an Oscar for what, best
visual?
VFX?
Yeah, I think they got like visual.
Really?
Maybe.
No.
I'm not sure.
It's
But
the
Dune
Flash
one.
running scene, right?
Dune 1 visual effects.
The most emotional scene.
It was like cheer moment. That was weird. That was another Twitter thing, and it was, what is what is a theater cheer moment? Number 5 was the bullet dodge in the Matrix. So they're like, it's not just of the year; it's like of all time. Number 4 was Dreamgirls.
If it's of all time,
and I was like, what? And then
Are you serious?
And then number 3 was Avengers Assemble. Number 2 was No Way Home, and number 1 was The Flashpoint. And I was like, what?
Someone needs to get kicked in the nards and shit.
And I just, so they do that stuff to say, hey, you people who like the popular movies, we have something for you, but it's just shoved in a commercial break.
Damn.
Like they're not proud of it or something. And then the entire awards show, they don't live televise the categories, the technical categories like editing, costume design, production design, cinematography, music, stuff like that, because they say those are filler categories that don't add anything to the show. So they cut them, edit them, put them in during a commercial break, and basically cut out all these people's acceptance speeches except for like the tail end. And it just makes me so upset because I'm like, okay, you want to know who cut that together? A fucking editor.
Mm-hmm.
Who you're saying is filler content.
Well, so while we're
It's
on,
so bullshit.
I feel like we're still on a trend of like just fucking a lot of celebrities today and shit.
Let's
Well, at
keep
least
on-
that's not mine. That's
well,
that's
yeah,
all
that
that's
seems
man.
you've been on a warpath, and
because what pissed me off was that I saw a lot of people that I genuinely know and shit defending Will Smith, like he was just he was defending his honor and his woman. I'm like, bro,
I do not
you're
agree with that position.
exactly. And because one last tangent and shit before about this, celebrities and regular people play by a completely different set of rules. Do those rules bleed out into each other? 100% yes, because you can be a normal person, but you can also be a celebrity. The thing is that a lot of people are looking at it through that incident through the eyes of regular people. Regular people who don't have a camera in front of their face all the time. I'm a normal person because I'm a normal person. I just don't have,
does that make
every
me
Monday
different because I have a camera in all times?
what's it called? Pay me enough and I'll say something else. But the fact that no one's pointing out that a 6-foot man went up to a dude that's 5'10" and slapped the shit out of him, and then got back and sat in the front row and proceeded to fucking heckle him. That was bullshit.
You're 6 foot, aren't you?
No, 5'11".
Oh, okay. I'm 5'10", so it's basically practically
Yeah.
difference though.
But like, people don't realize that and shit. I mean, like, if this is me the rest of all of 2022, fuck all the Smiths. Will, Jada, Willow, Jaden, fuck all of you. You guys are all
Will
but
do.
she's just there.
She released that song with MGK. And
Yeah,
that kind of
that's the card. That's kind of a card.
I'm an MGK
Oh, she
fan,
is,
but that
up
song
here.
kind of sucks.
Oh, I thought she was still like baby.
Oh no, she's just dumb.
So let's talk about the most important awards show, not this one. The Kids' Choice Awards happened yesterday.
Did they?
Yeah, Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards.
I didn't see any advertisements for that.
Yeah,
I usually see at
the
least a couple.
biggest bit of news, and this is going to be this will cover. We'll sweep into Disney as well on this.
Yes,
JoJo Siwa
Oh.
came out and talked about how she wasn't invited to the Kids' Choice Awards. And now we all know why. Now we all know why, but she said she didn't know why. And it's
we know why?
And so it's been a trending. Yeah, they believe it's homophobia on Nickelodeon's part. She is like an outward icon for being like.
Well, yeah. She's also
But she's also been at the Kids' Choice Awards the last 3 years straight. She cut her ponytail off, and now that she has short hair, suddenly she's not marketable to the children anymore.
I think it's really weird that they're trying to push an 18-year-old to sell kid shit.
Well, she was a young kid pushing kids. She was Ryan's Toy Reviews. The only difference is Ryan's Toy Reviews sat in the Fountain of Youth, so he's permanently a child.
Dude, I really think that's just a fucking dude. It's just an adult.
That kid has not aged.
Yes, that's the weird shit. He hasn't aged at all.
How old is Ryan from Ryan's Toys? Because he's been perpetually aged for like the last 10 years.
Bro, and again, it's like JoJo Siwa. Funny enough, we have a lunchbox sitting somewhere. I'm not going to say where. We have a lunchbox.
7 years old.
JoJo Siwa?
No, Ryan's Toy Review.
He's 7?
There's no way that kid.
There's no way that
there's no fucking way he's 7. There's no way.
Sorry. He's 9.
Okay. Still.
No, there's no way. He is not built like a 9-year-old.
He's been uploading since 2005.
Mm-hmm. Bro, that's fucking weird.
Does he? Let's go to this website. Does he have a girlfriend? 10 years old. He was born September 27th, 2011.
This dude was born in the last season as The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. What the fuck?
He's as old as... I have a sibling his age, but that does not make sense.
He's not built like a 10-year-old.
My favorite part of the Kids' Choice Awards was when Charlie D'Amelio won something, and then Jaden Smith came out of the crowd, and then slapped her, and then like ran back, and he's like, like father, like son.
Jaden, I don't know, bro. And dude, bro, do you see fucking Jaden post about like what happened with his dad and shit? That like he fucking like wrote out like it's like that's how we do it. I'm like, so you and your dad are a bunch of bitches and shit. Jaden Smith just pisses me off just in general though.
Did you see the top liked tweet under that? He got ratioed by the scene of him getting his ass kicked in Karate Kid. I know you ain't talking.
Heard you talking all that shit, Jaden. What's up? Oh my god! Yeah,
plus ratio, plus I did your mom.
That's the only good thing about Twitter is it doesn't matter who you are on Twitter, you can get ratioed. I've seen Elon Musk get ratioed on Twitter before.
Dude,
it doesn't matter. What's going on? That man owns Twitter.
Yeah, the man now owns Twitter.
He doesn't do anything.
I have a collection of ratios.
I purposely didn't want to. I was going to text you guys yesterday when I found the announcement happened. Especially, I don't know how much. I don't know how much you care, Carlos, because I don't remember, but I think you really care about this. Yesterday, I was at work at 5 a.m, and
it's always a good way to start off.
And Square Enix did their live stream.
Yes, I saw that
for the Kingdom Hearts 20th anniversary.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Where they announced Kingdom Hearts 4 in the Unreal Engine 5, and it's also Kingdom Hearts Missing Link.
Yeah.
For the mobile, but Unreal Engine 5. This is like the first time I've seen a stylized game in the Unreal Engine. It looks
good. But here's the other thing though too. There's a lot of games that are coming out next year or have been announced that are using Unreal Engine 5. I think the next Batman game by Rocksteady, Arkham Knights and shit.
Yeah,
not Arkham
Gotham
Knights. Gotham Knights. That actually is ran by the Unreal Source engine and shit.
Oh, that's amazing.
There's a lot of companies that are like starting to cut.
I'm so excited. That it's no longer waiting for like graphics card come outs now. It's all about when Epic updates their engine.
Yep, and I'm excited. It looks good, and the fact that they send this dude to the first place that Sora goes into the real world. Where does he go? Fucking Japan.
He goes to He goes to
Weeb Central.
He goes to Ghostwire Tokyo. He goes to a literal rip from Ghostwire Tokyo.
Ghostwire Tokyo is just a Yu Hakusho simulator. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
Which, like, it is.
Have you seen it, Carlos?
Have you seen the trailer?
Have you seen the image and shit?
The world. I said it was like Mario. This is Mario Odyssey for Kingdom Hearts. This is them taking it and pushing it to the next level graphically. If that makes sense. If Mario Odyssey can be considered the graphical push for Mario.
The only thing that's the last things I really hope that this game does is that
they also confirmed Star Wars is in this, or at least people saw the bottom of an AT-AT foot. So they believe that the reason Sora's in this realer world is so he can connect with the Star Wars and Marvel like IPs that Disney has, while Donald and Goofy with Kairi and Riku focus on the Disney IPs.
Dude, that's fucking tight. But like, So are with Spider-Man and shit. That'd be fucking tight.
Imagine what he looks like in the Marvel, like just giving him a comic overhaul.
What if it was Tom Holland Spider-Man?
I think, like, I honestly, you never know.
Yeah.
But I have an old pre-order poster from Kingdom Hearts 3 back home. Yeah, it's like the cloth one, so it's like, it's so good. Nice. I haven't played past the first hour of KH3 though. I need to get my PS5.
Oh, dude, I want to get the PS5 too, just for Sifu though. I want to play Sifu specifically on PS5.
Yes, because like, dude, it's time. I need to upgrade. A console. I haven't touched my PS4 just because the graphics are too low. I need to use my PC now.
Yeah,
I've been playing a lot of. I've been trying to give Cyberpunk a chance again. Ever since the update, it's actually bearable. Now. It's actually pretty good since the update. They've overhauled the story really a bit.
It's
and so now it's a lot more digestible.
I think it's in a good spot. They just need to have a consistent lower price for it. Or like more sales, not like $3 ones, but they need to have more PC sales for it to get more new players into it. I feel like new players are going to enjoy it a lot more than someone who's used to the old game.
Absolutely,
and because it's got a lot to offer. I feel like Cyberpunk has a lot to offer, and it's unfortunate the way that it released and came out, but.
It genuinely has an amazing world so far. What I've been doing is I've been trying to take it really slowly, and like really appreciate the world building from like a design standpoint.
So that's me with Red Dead 2 right now. I'll go into that game and want to play 30 minutes. 30 minutes turns into 4 hours. Yeah. It's so easy, and like the fact that like there's so many things to do. I can go hunt bounties. I can go hunt. I can go fish and shit. I can go shoot
fishing.
I blew up this dude's fucking farm and poured shit all over him and that shot him in the face.
Nothing more than if we had literally throw us back in that time and we're just gonna fish all day. It's genuinely fun if you just let us, but that's not possible right now. We can't go fishing here because the fish are contaminated.
Yeah, but then I just feed the people. I just hog tie people, just feed them to the alligators and shit.
Oh, we can do that one here.
God, bro, if there was fucking alligators in Utah, I'd move. I'd move, bro.
Talking about old versus new game. At the end of this month, Overwatch 2's beta comes out.
No, we're not talking. We're not talking about it.
I hope
we got to rip this Band-Aid off.
I hope that it does good. That's all I'm gonna say.
I am
That's all
done.
I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Done with Overwatch. I'm not
Has your
joking.
Guys' season ended?
It's been done for a while.
It's been over. But it's not just that. Like, it's not like I'm done with Overwatch like for the school. I'm done with the game.
I uninstalled it a month ago, I think.
I have decided I'm never gonna play.
I'll play on console with my friends and shit just cause. Yeah. Just cause. But as far as like PC, I'm going to quick play.
I'm getting ready to frame the jersey for an opening shot of So there's this event for small gaming YouTubers, small gaming content creators. If you didn't know, called Future Show, which is being hosted by some of the top gaming content creators, headed by Ali A, to find curate through YouTube Shorts a group of so all these small YouTubers can come out and release one YouTube short under the hashtag to be entered into the competition. Those content creators will then go through and draft 10 people from that set to compete in a weekly based competition in different games on YouTube to upload in those different games. And over the time of the competition, they will narrow it down to one in some way that I don't think they've been too detailed on the instructions just yet. But essentially, I believe it's a narrowing it down until the one next gaming content creator is shown. And this is a great publicity event and something that I don't think we've ever seen before on YouTube. And so I think I've been trying to get my jersey framed as a way to show off, because I have all this footage from our last 2 years of playing together and all the stuff that I've done here. Yeah. And I've been meaning to use it for a long-term documentary once I leave, but I also figured, fuck it, I'll use it for some of this advertisement, because it's all basically what this short is show what you do. Yeah. And I feel like thanks to you guys, I do so much more than I ever thought. And any content creator with 10,000 subs or less does significantly less than you guys and I do, and way less than I do on a daily basis.
That's a really cool opportunity, and I think definitely keep that for yourself. I saw a memory a year ago. Today we won our first tournament.
I had the same one,
and so it's really interesting because you didn't see this, but I decided a little couple days ago that I knew next year I wasn't going to be coming back into esports, especially for Halo, because Halo's done, and it's unfortunate because it had a lot of potential, and they just kind of buried the game, and I feel like it killed it for the entire team.
I feel like they only released it just to release it.
They did.
Because, like, the holidays are always a big grab and
big
shit.
cash grab.
And what's bigger than fucking Halo and shit, though, too?
It was great. It had a great 2 month streak, November through December.
Yeah,
perfect. And then once the new year hit and people started getting like tired of the same thing and like, hey,
I would even argue November to January, but only mid to January, only like the middle of January. Anything farther than that, then
once big team battle stopped working, was the
well,
time
I remember
seeing it's the same like what 3 maps and shit.
They weren't ready to release it, and I think it would have been better if they had fixed all the kinks. The rank system is awful.
Well, we hold on. You were saying something before we went on a tangent about how bad Halo is.
I decided I'm not coming back to Halo, and I was like, well, I'll probably still coach, or I'll probably still manage Overwatch. But it just hit me. I started playing the game again, kind of like on my own, and it was less about like, I was getting frustrated with it. It was more just like, I'm just done. You know, I put 6.5 years of my life into this game. This game was essentially my life through high school and my first couple of years of college. And, I'm just now finding my place in the world. I'm just now finding what I need to do. And this semester has been really eye-opening to me. And, I just realized, like, it was kind of like a weird series of events, like a godsend, because I played Halo on launch day, they gave me 3 months free of Xbox Game Pass, and I was like, oh, I'll give it a shot, see what they have. And I was like, holy shit, there's a lot of games on here, really cool games, and a lot of like campaign-based games that I really love.
Thank you, Bethesda.
And so I'm like, shit. So I just installed like almost like 2 terabytes worth of games on my drive, and I'm like, this is awesome. And like seeing all those on my computer, now I'm like, my focus on gaming is now changing. And I've been so, obsessed and into competitive gaming that now I'm like, I'm done. Like, I need to stop.
Something to just right off of that, and I feel the exact same way, because and even if it goes like the gaming content creators and stuff, I don't think I can do content creators because multiplayer games, they don't do the same thing.
They don't have
anymore.
to. Yeah. I upload exclusively single player most of the time.
Yeah, and I it's just like even Apex or like Siege and all those other multiplayer games, I can't get into anymore and shit. Just because like
you need friends. If you don't have friends, it's not something you can do. And as an adult, you don't have the people to interact with on a day-to-day
basis.
I
just like even like shit like. To be honest, I think I played Elden Ring. I'd rather play Elden Ring multiplayer online, like the PvP.
I would probably, but I haven't.
I would want to play that more than Apex or Overwatch or any of those like FPS like types shooters and shit, just because it's something new and whatnot. It's a breath of fresh air with a fucking model that's, unless someone's using fucking Blood River or Moonveil and all that bullshit.
Right.
But like I started playing Red Dead and shit, and I'm like. That's all the types of games that I want to play now, or like the campaign. Like the next game that I have on my radar that I already have installed is like Vampire. I'm super excited to play that.
Yeah, that's the thing. The single player games are the way to go, and I've slowly been moving my content creation strategy to uploading long form playthroughs. I've been stockpiling some. I'm playing Wolf Among Us right now. To get ready for number 2.
Shut your mouth.
But I was saying the point is though, if you guys ever really jumped into gaming content creating, even in just the single player world, there's no such thing as having there's never anything against having 3 people sit down and play a single player game through together and commentate about it.
I was gonna say for the Wolf Among Us, because I know that, by the way, Telltales, welcome back.
Yeah,
welcome back, Kings.
We missed.
We've all missed you very much, dude. I cried when I realized that was when they put their announcement out.
Trailer came out. I didn't know what to expect.
I remember the day that they put out their announcement that they were closing their doors and shit. Cried. And then I remember, because I don't know why, but I still follow them on Instagram. And then I saw like their little like story logo. I'm like, what the fuck? You guys haven't like uploaded since like 2018. And all it says is that we're back. And go to the first thing, and then they're like, the Wolf Among Us 2 is in production. I teared up hard, bro. I'm so glad to have them back. And the fact that you're playing the Wolf Among Us, I played even the mobile version of that game. still quality fucking storytelling.
It's crazy that you said 2018 is when they shut down because it felt like a year ago.
It was a long time ago.
My span of time is terrible now. My YouTube channel turned 9 a couple days ago.
9 years old?
Well, it's because 2020 through half of 2021 didn't exist.
That's exactly what it is.
It's really, I always tell myself, like,
in between.
This feels like my second year at school because it genuinely is my second full year at school.
This is like, I don't feel like I went to college when I was here. Like,
Oh, no, I went to college. Yeah, I went to college. I feel it. the pandemic only set things in, like, harder and shit.
I mean, the work sucked, but it, like, I didn't experience much while I was here. Like, this is, like, you going out with you guys when we were doing, like, practices, tournaments, or team events, those were the only times I did things.
Dude, even of, like, the events that have been going around school, like, that camp out that they just had and shit, like...
They did a camp out?
Yeah, exactly, right? What's it called? They had it like from like the 10:30 to like 6 a.m. type shit though. Yeah, it's a new tradition that they're trying to incorporate. It's a good attempt, but there's a lot of edges that they need to get around though too. But even stuff like that, like it's funny just seeing things like that and like wow, like a year and a half ago, this would have never been on the table, never. And the fact that like we're still kind of in there and shit, but like. Obviously, there's bigger things going on in the world, and I'm not talking about the Will Smith shit. It's such small. Like, there's an actual war going on and shit still, which is, it's crazy to think that there's, travel a couple hours or another time zone, like, X amount. It's a whole different scenario going on.
No, absolutely. We're one of the only few places where we have the luxury to not have to worry about those things on a 24/7 basis, and that's why we obviously try not to talk about them too much because here we're
regular people talking about stuff that we were passionate or that's just going around and stuff.
I will say we're not. I wouldn't call us just regular people. All right, I would say when you really break it down, right? We have Carlos, who works for a literal film company and has worked on several short films, which is considerably above the bar for most people on an average podcast.
Yeah.
Him alone is above the normal podcast user. And I can only suck his dick because I don't want to suck my own.
Dude, I have a video of like us from a year ago where I'm like, Carlos, do so in the old studio and shit. I'm like, Carlos, do something. This motherfucker. Into the GoPro too. Yeah, into the GoPro though too. I'm like, you got the balls on you, don't you?
What a phenomenal time. Being in the icebox. Let's wind us down. Let's talk about how crazy. Since we are coming up on the end of this year, we've only got a few more chances to record here in the studio. It is insane to believe that we've come this far in this. Obviously, the podcast moved on and became a limited series essentially, but isn't it insane how much we've done in this short time?
I always like to go back and like listen to our shit though too,
especially while cutting clips. But I listen to everything like over and over again.
Like not even like that, just like the events that we all talk about and shit. And I'm like, damn, remember when this movie fucking came out and shit, and just the hype and stuff like that.
Remember when No Way Home was still a mystery?
Oh my god, bro, that's all this fucking speculation and shit. It's just crazy. Yeah. It's nuts.
It's one of the greatest things. And it's one of the biggest parts of the content creation that I love is just sharing the experience and the hype and the interest and the enjoyment of these media forms with other people, because like that's always been the thing. And it's like, it's been so good to just break down we can literally take any topic that we can think of and at least one of us has something to say about it. That's why we've never recorded this podcast with less than 3 of us, because it always makes sense to have the crosstalk.
I think with the combination of the 3 of us, it's a very equal portion. Like, yes, we're all gamers and shit, but like there's all like sorts of niches that you're a lot more knowledgeable about content creators and stuff like that, people in the content creating community. Carlos is a film connoisseur of such. I was trying to like make something funny. We cover all filmmaker that fucks and shit.
We cover all 3 forms of media. We cover sports, sports, film, and gaming. Like all 3 forms of media, essentially, in one way or another.
Sports stars.
And so it's been amazing to be able to share those with you guys and get your guys' opinion on things. I've heard some of the funniest takes on this podcast. Like your
Las Vegas Raiders going to the Super Bowl. I'm still waiting on that one, dog.
How much do I owe you for that?
I don't even know. We'd have to go back and finish it.
I have to go back and look to see how much I owe you.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. When they They won one.
They won one game after that.
I got worried. I'm like,
every single one of them.
But the people that you have next year, yeah, you guys have the best. Well, next year you guys have the best receiver.
We'll still find a way to fuck it up without a doubt. We'll make it to the playoffs maybe.
When I tell you that you guys broke the bank for the one receiver and shit, it was the best choice because that man you could put the ball anywhere within like a 30-foot range of him, and he'll somehow just bring it back in and score.
I hope so. It'd be nice to finally have a day where I can say that my team's doing good.
I really want to go to a game or to like a football game, but I'm just rather go to the UFC fights and shit.
Right, I can imagine. But it's been a beautiful, beautiful time to be, and I'm so happy that we got to do this. And I can't believe that if it wasn't for the Overwatch team, it literally would never have happened. We all came together and created this out of a mutual love of playing Overwatch, which is a game that we all now dislike.
And now it's a mutual hatred.
And now we're just saying fuck a bunch of celebrities on a fucking podcast and shit.
Right.
Hey, man, what are they going to do?
Will Smith, I know. No, if Will Smith slapping me, I'm not gonna sit there like Chris Rock. I'm just gonna treat you like fucking Gilbert Burns did Kazmat Chimaev on Saturday and shit. I will swing back. And the fact that Chris Rock didn't do that, props to him. But
I'm just gonna say this: I will not drink a single morsel of coffee until I know that Margaret Thatcher is dead and buried.
Who's Margaret Thatcher?
Margaret Thatcher, the one who...
I've heard of that name. It sounds familiar.
Margaret Thatcher's a search term.
It's an old Norm Macdonald bit when he's like, I'm not going to eat a single morsel of food until
Wait,
Margaret
did you just make a
Thatcher.
Norm Macdonald joke?
Reference, not a joke.
I hate you.
He's like,
Of all the people, you chose Norm Macdonald from Mad TV.
He was a part
Norm
of this.
Macdonald is a wonderful human being.
He was a great comedian, and he did pass not too long before our podcast started. So,
Actually, it was
Wait.
last December.
Norm Macdonald,
during our podcast.
Norm Macdonald, dude from Mad TV? Or am I talking about somebody else?
You might be talking about someone else.
You know which one I'm talking about. The dude that used to get like the rosy cheeks and shit.
No, not him.
Oh,
Norm
okay.
Macdonald, as in the...
That's old McDonald.
No, Norm Macdonald is the one who used to make those jokes. I forget what show it was on.
Oh, the racist ones.
No. He did this one when he was like, shows like 2 pie graphs, and he says, according to this recent survey, people say that women are more accountable for fender benders and male are fatal car crashes. Yeah.
Aww.
He's my favorite comedian.
Damn, that thing was like legit. Oh, that's kind of sad.
So
I just saw that video too a couple of days ago.
His Margaret Thatcher video lives rent-free in my head because he says, I will not eat a single morsel of food until she's dead and buried. Guy goes, she died 18 years ago. So it's like eating chicken.
Nice.
And I actually do feel a bittersweet pain in my chest because I'm worried about, like, we've got 1, 2, or 3 of these left. So, but I can happily wish you guys a beautiful, beautiful morning, and thank you for tuning in to us here at the Morning Madness Podcast once again. Can't believe we've been doing this for a year, and what a great year it was.
Indeed.
And we will see you guys in the next episode.